Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, I made a bunch of videos tonight because I was just bored and I was like, hey, I'll make a bunch of YouTube videos tonight. So, today I'm going to be discussing periods. So, I'm just going to be using Google and like a lot of things. So, why do I sound like I've been crying? So, first I'll read the definition. Periods. A period is the part of the menstrual cycle when a woman bleeds from her vag for a few days. For most women, this happens every 28 days or so, but it's common for periods to start sooner or later than this, ranging from 24 to day 35. So then, at a site called Always, it's got 10 common period questions, so I'm going to read them out to you. Just forget my dumbness. Okay, so question 1, what is a period and why do we have them? Simply put, a period is when a woman's body releases the tissue it no longer needs. This tissue comes from the uterus, which is where a baby fetus can develop into the female body. Every month or so, the uterus lining gets thicker to prepare for a fertilized egg. If the woman becomes pregnant, for a fertilized egg, if the woman becomes pregnant, sorry, my bad. If the egg doesn't get fertilized, that lining is released from the body as blood goes through the vag. This monthly process is called menstruation or a period. So when a girl has a period, her body is just getting rid of a small amount of blood and some unneeded tissue. It is a natural, normal body process for all females as they become women and mature physically. Okay, so 2. What does a period feel like? The actual flow of your period doesn't feel like much when it's happening. Chances are you won't even feel it coming out. When you actually start your period, you may feel some dampness in your private area, downstairs. This may be caused by a few spots of blood on your underwear. Does having a period smell? It should an exclamation mark. Menstrual odor happens when menstrual fluid comes in contact with air. When menstrual fluid is absorbed within the vag, like through a tampon, it is not exposed to the air, so there shouldn't be any odor. If you're feeling worried, just be sure to check your pads and tampons frequently to help keep the odor at bay. So question 4. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Okay. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Great. Question 4. Does having a period hurt? Menstruation itself doesn't hurt, but some girls and women get cramps or other symptoms during their periods. This may be uncomfortable. This is typically due to the hormones your body releases during menstruation that causes the uterus to contract so it can shed its lining. I got my period and I haven't told my mom yet. It's really hard for me to talk about these things like this. I have a lot of questions. What should I do? Lots of girls have the same concern. Your mum will be one of your best resources when you have concerns about your period. Not concerns, questions. So try to start the conversation yourself. Know that she will be understanding and helpful. Actually, she may be your best friend during this time in your life. Still, don't feel like you have to talk to your mum. An aunt, friends, mum, or older sister are all so great women to ask. 6. Is it okay to have a bath or shower when I'm on my period? Yep, during your period it's important to keep yourself fresh and clean. There's a simple way to say feeling feminine and fresh. Promotion are great choices for daily liners that would help you feel dry, fresh, and confident every day. 7. Is there anything I won't be able to do when I have my period? Your period doesn't have to stop you from doing all the things you usually do. You can still go to school, help at home, see your friends, play sports. Oh, I'm getting abs. And do all the things you normally do. 8. Will anyone, like boys or my mum, notice when I have my period? Period. No, not unless you tell them. If they ask you, it's totally up to you to share or not. 9. How much blood do I lose during my period? Most girls lose about 1/4 cup of menstrual fluid during their periods, mostly in the first few days. Not to worry though, your body makes up for it. How? You just So, there's this craze going around where you just grab somebody, bite their neck, and drink their blood. So it helps because girls have like their period. It helps get their blood back, like the blood that they lose during their period. Just imagining that. Okay, when will I stop having my period for good? Women get periods until menopause, which is when menstruation and the ability to have children stops. In most women, it usually happens in their late 40s or early 50s. But menopause can happen earlier or later. Some women may stop menstruation by the time they're 35 years old, and others may not stop until their late 50s. So that's up 10 most asked questions about periods. So I'm going to try this period calculator. I'm just going to see if it's going to be accurate. Period calculator. Alright. When did your period last start? The 7th of June. Oh, hey. That was last month. Today. How many days did it last? Oh, not 5. Calm down, jeez. 3. Yeah, I think it's that. Alright. In June, it was... What are you doing? It was on the 7th, the 8th, and 9th. So, apparently... What's today? What am I doing? Apparently, I'm supposed to be on it today. It's my last day. I'm not, though. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. That didn't really help. Okay. Irregular periods. Okay, that's not that much. I thought that was more than it was. Okay. Irregular periods. Your menstrual cycle begins on the first day of your menstruation and continues up to, but not including, the first day of your next period. Oh, that makes sense. Women's cycles range from 21 to 40 days, or more within the average of around 28 days. Oh, I thought someone was standing there. It's just my water bottle. The length of your cycle may change from month to month. Periods may usually last between 2 to 7 days, and blood loss varies from light to heavy and bright red to dark brown. An alteration in what you consider to be a normal cycle can be a cause for concern. Variations may mean you have a period more often or less often than is normal, or you may not have a period at all. You may also bleed more or less than normal, and the length of your period may also change. The absence of periods usually occurs because an egg is not produced in the ovaries. The most common causes of absent periods are fun. Not having started puberty. I'm just imagining somebody looks up. Help. I'm not sure. I think I might have missed my period. I need help. And then they're like, oh, I could be pregnant. Wait, I haven't had sex. I'm next Virgin Mary. And they're like 8. And they like don't understand anything. And they're like, Mom, I'm the next Virgin Mary. And she's like, Telfa, you don't even have your period. And she's like, Mom, yes, I do. I pee every day. And then the mom is just like, boy, you better. Yeah, I don't know what that was. So anyway, number 2 is pregnancy, and number 3 is breastfeeding. Breastfeeding. There are several other factors that may cause your periods to stop or to become lighter or less frequent, such as menopause, excessive exercise, being underweight or excessive dieting, feeling upset or stressed, severe... I feel like I'm not even in this frame, I'm like over here. Severe long-term illness or hormone imbalance, a thyroid disorder, stopping or starting the contractive pill or other hormone contractions, including the patch, IUS, coil, implant, rods, or injection. Some medicines, disorders of the womb, or ovaries. I don't know, okay. Experiencing changes in the frequency or duration of periods is common in most women at some point in their lives. Any treatment or investigation of irregular or light periods will depend likely cause. There will, for example, be no need for treatment if you are nearing the menopause, as irregular periods are common this time. Okay, so now I'll just talk a little. Oh, hey, the lighting changes. So I'll talk about mine for a bit. So, if you watched my... Oh, never mind, I never ended up making a video about that. I don't know, I might add a video about that, yeah. So mine usually lasts like 3 days. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but too bad. So mine lasts for 3 days. Like the first 2 days are sort of its heaviest, and the third day it's just like spotting. So it's like so small, like actually like not even there. And I'm 12 and I got it last month. That was my first time. And something really weird is that my mum got hers when she was 16, and then I bleed like heavier than her. Like she wouldn't even get that much blood. So I feel like the minion in the background like moved. But like it's not super duper heavy, but if I really wanted to, I could wear like a maxi pad and have that pad on for like all 3 days, like actually, but that'd be disgusting and I'll never do that. I don't know, when I first got mine, I didn't like sort of feel it coming, like it just kind of was like, what's up, bitch? Yeah, great. What else? Oh, I've only ever had it once, and so I'm like freaking out a little bit because I'm like 2 days late, so I'm like, oh, next Virgin Mary, oh. Oh, there was this one, like, really good site, like, it's so accurate, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find it on here, but, oh my gosh, it's, like, so accurate. Like, if I can find it, I actually suggest this, like, 1,000 times, like, I'm not even kidding. Alright. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, it is. Right. So, June, first day of the period, June the 7th, 2017, 28 days, calculate. So, like, it says, yes, you were approximately 2 days late. It has been 30 days since the first day of your last menstrual period, which is, like, so creepy. Like, I don't know. I just find that it's cool, because because like OMG, I'm sorry, but like I just find it so cool because it knows when you're late. Like when I do end up getting my period, I'm gonna be like, we'll test you out, bro. And yeah, I'm gonna see if it's gonna say that I'm late or if it's gonna say that I'm not late. So I'll do a video about that. But I just think it's cool that it knows that you're late, even though. Alright, so there are more calculators. So I'll do the menstrual calculator. Okay. My period usually lasts 3 days. My period last started June the 7th. I get my period every 28 days. It usually lasts for 3 days. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll see how this bad boy comes out. Jokes. Oh, that's so freaking cool. What? Okay. So it says your period may be 2 days late. Your last period was 30 days ago on June the 7th, 2017. Your next period was predicted to be on or about June 5th. Since it is now July 5th. Since it is now July 7th, you may be approximately 2 days late. Oh my god, yes. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know. I can't read anything, so I'm guessing where it says per is supposed to be like period. I don't even know. I had such hope in myself. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be amazing. Like my second period is gonna be on the day that I thought it was gonna be. It's gonna be so cool. But no, of course not. I don't know. So yeah. So like if you're a girl, and I don't even know, I just completely like went off topic, like 100%. Like I can't even remember what I was talking about. The betrayal. So anyway, if you're like a girl and you kind of find it hard to talk about like periods and stuff with your mum, like you should just sort of, I don't know, I did this to my crush. I just sort of went up and I went, I like you, and then walked away. So then you can just sort of walk up and be like, hey mum, I don't really know how to tell you this, so I'm just gonna say it super straightforward, like, mum, I got my period. Like, when I got it, I sort of walked down, I'm like, hey mum, can I talk to you? And she's like, yeah, what do you want? And I'm like, I got my period. And she's like, oh, okay. And I just walked away. Extreme. So like, I don't know, a lot of people find it awkward, and I don't know, I find all those sorts of things awkward as well. Like, looks around. I'm not allowed to use tampons, but I don't know. I have an emergency just in case sort of stash in my locker at school that I got from the front office, like just in case I actually like need it. But yeah. So I don't know. Like, even I read a story about this once. I'm gonna demonstrate, although I don't have a piece of paper, so this is gonna be really stupid. So this girl had got her period, and she was like, I don't really want to tell my mom. So she got a piece of paper, just pretend this is a piece of paper, and wrote, so I don't know if you can read that, but she wrote, I got my period on it. And then she slipped it under her mom's door so that she could see it. So yeah, basically, even if you have trouble, like, talking about that sort of stuff with your parents and everything, I think you kind of have to, like, eventually she's gonna know. And when you're like, say you're like 13 now, I don't know, she may even ask you tomorrow, be like, oh hey, have you got your period? Oh, blah blah blah. And then I don't know. I read another story where there was this girl and her parent was like, oh hey, do you have your period? Blah blah blah. And then she said to her mum, yeah, I do. And then she's like, the mum is like, why didn't you tell me? And then they like have a fight and stuff. So I don't know, I think you just kind of have to suck it up, because everybody goes through it. You're not like the only person in the world. And plus, like, she buys your stuff for you, so you're gonna need it. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.